Hello everybody, welcome to the part 2 of my F1 wheel build, the molding and the demolding. I did use Plaster of Paris to mold the wheel. I always used petroleum jelly as a release agent when I was working with Plaster of Paris in the past. And this time I tried something new and it's a real nightmare. So never happen again, I will go back to the petroleum jelly in the future. Behave. As you can see, the sculpture is falling apart because even if I put 3 coats of sealer on the sculpture, the moisture of the plaster of Paris get through anyway. I got lucky that mistake did not affect the shape of the print in the mold, but now I need to remove some clay around the wood frame so I have enough room to remove the wheel from the mold without breaking up anything. I did wrap the wood piece in carbon fiber vinyl before pouring the rubber, so it's holding tight and there's no apparent joint. I did use Smooth-On PMC 780 system, which is polyurethane rubber. For an unknown reason, my camera did not record, so the only thing I have is those pictures and the final product, which is the wood frame with the rubber handles already done. But now, after removing all the imperfection and after some polishing, I'm getting ready to mold it again. So if I have to build more wheel in the future, I won't have to sculpt everything from scratch. I will have to put the wood frame in the mold, pour the rubber in it, and I will have the wheel the way it looks right now. Now I'm getting the mold box ready for the next step, which is installing the wheel in the box and pouring the bottom part of the Plaster of Paris in the box. To make sure you have a good layer of Plaster of Paris underneath the piece you want to mold, you have to elevate it. In that case, I use just a whole plastic cylinder about 1 inch thick, so I will have a good base for that part of the mold. You also need to consider in your preparation the agent release. In that case, I put some petroleum jelly on it, so this time I will be sure that the Plaster of Paris won't stick to it. When you do that step, you need to make sure you don't pour too much Plaster of Paris, because if you go above the middle of the piece you want to mold, you will create a mechanical lock and you won't be able to remove it from the bottom part of the mold. I let it cure for 1 day and I just apply some petroleum jelly on the lower part of the mold so it won't stick to the other half. And now I'm getting ready to cover it with more Plaster of Paris. I let the mold cure for 3 days. It is now time to crack it open. We just hear it cracking open. Now that I have a good solid mold, I can now produce more wheel without having to sculpt everything from scratch. In part 3, we will talk about the button layout and the positioning of the paddle shift system. So please like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.